Welcome to the Explainer. So for 22 weeks now, Korean language instructors have been on this absolutely remarkable journey to modernize their classrooms. And today we're hitting the grand finale. Let's just jump right in. We're looking at how to brilliantly blend cutting-edge AI evaluation tools with something no machine is ever going to replicate: human empathy. If you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the sheer volume of grading, or kind of wondered how to keep that human touch alive in a digital classroom, you are absolutely going to love the insights we've lined up for you today. I mean, subjective grading and all-nighters, how long can that really continue? Let's just acknowledge the exhausting reality that so many educators are facing right now. Imagine agonizing over subjective grading, sitting there wondering, wait, am I being too harsh today just because I'm tired? Or literally spending all night writing individual feedback for 30 different students. It's a fast track to burnout, right? Instructors obviously want to give their students the absolute best, but those traditional methods of evaluating speech and writing, they simply don't scale well. The source material we're analyzing today tackles this exact pain point head-on. Fortunately, AI steps in to really cure that exhaustion, and it offers three massive, game-changing benefits for educators. First up, unshakable objectivity and consistency. AI doesn't have bad days. It applies the exact same standard to every single pronunciation or grammar check. Second, instant feedback. Students don't have to wait a whole week to find out they're mispronouncing a vowel. They know immediately, and that really accelerates their learning. And third, data accumulation. Over time, all these individual micro-evaluations build up into a literal treasure trove of actionable data. It perfectly tracks a student's precise trajectory of growth. So what does this actually look like in your toolkit? Well, you've got a really diverse landscape of AI speaking evaluation tools at your fingertips right now. For starters, there's the Speak app, which gives you highly structured, comprehensive grading on things like pronunciation and fluency. Then there's Clovis Speech, which is heavily focused on standardized tests, like TOPIK. If you're feeling a bit more tech-savvy, the Google API offers free and highly customizable options. And, of course, we can't forget ChatGPT Voice, providing a fantastic, albeit unofficial, conversational practice mode. The real beauty here? You aren't locked into just one method. You can cherry-pick the tool that best fits your specific classroom goals. But here is the massive pivot. While AI is undeniably perfect for catching those technical errors, it completely lacks a heart. Period. An AI might flag a sentence because, hey, the grammar is clumsy and the accuracy score is low. But you, the teacher, you read that exact same sentence and you see a student bravely attempting a really complex creative expression. You see the emotional effort. AI just cannot comprehend the vulnerability it takes to learn a new language. So while AI gives us the raw data, interpreting that data, that requires a human soul. Just imagine handing a student an AI-generated accuracy score of 65. If that is literally all they see, their psychological state might just plummet, right? They'll feel totally defeated. But hiding right next to that low score is a fluency rating of 85. If you just hand them the raw numbers without any context, you risk crushing their confidence entirely. The role of the tech-empowered educator is to step in and intercept these numbers. You have to look at this data and ask yourself, okay, how can I use this to check in on my students' well-being and uplift them rather than discourage them? And this is exactly where you step back into the spotlight to deliver what the sources call warm data. Instead of just handing over a cold printout, imagine sitting down for a quick counseling session with that student and saying something like, hey, your fluency is at an amazing 85. I absolutely love the confidence you're showing. Now, the AI did notice your accuracy is at a 65, but please do not stress about that at all. If we just practice the and o vowels together, you're going to be perfect. Take it easy. That is the sandwich feedback method in action. You start with high praise, you frame the error as a simple actionable target, and you wrap the whole thing up in warm encouragement. You become the true evaluator and comforter. Now, this empathetic philosophy, it extends way beyond just grades. Let's say a student's engagement on a platform like Padlet suddenly drops over a 2-week period. To an AI, that's just a declining metric on a chart. But to an empathetic educator, that's an early warning system. It's a red flag for potential hidden personal struggles. It prompts you to pull them aside for a quick check-in and ask, hey, I noticed you haven't been as active lately. You were doing so incredibly well before. Is everything okay? Using data like this allows you to care proactively, reaching out before a student completely disengages. And when you aggregate all that individual AI data across your entire class, some really powerful patterns start to emerge. If half your students are struggling with itsal and all vowel distinction, and another large chunk is wrestling with consonant endings, well, you no longer have to guess what to teach. It gives you this rock-solid objective foundation. You can confidently walk into class next week and say, all right, we are focusing on these specific sounds today because the data literally proves it's exactly what your students need to succeed. Integrating this compassionate data analysis is honestly the perfect capstone to this 22-week journey. Think about it. You started off by mastering platforms like Padlet, then moved right into AI media generation, explored AI voice and chatbots, and finally arrived right here at AI evaluation and portfolio building. This progression transforms an instructor from a novice into a true EdTech expert. And as our source material emphasizes, you aren't just learning how to click buttons here. You are learning how to seamlessly blend powerful tools with a deep, empathetic educational philosophy. But hey, the learning doesn't stop just because the 22-week course is wrapping up. Growth continues through the K-Culture EdTech Network, or KEN for short. It's a vibrant community designed for ongoing collaboration. Through monthly online meetings, specialized topic working groups, and a big annual conference, educators keep sharing these warm, data-driven teaching strategies with all their peers. It's really all about building a sustainable ecosystem where technology and human connection evolve together. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought to ponder. Throughout this explainer, we've seen some truly amazing software. But you have to remember, technology provides the numbers, but you provide the meaning. You're the one who turns a cold, calculated score into a genuine moment of human connection and growth. So as an empowered educator, ask yourself, what warm data will you hand to your students tomorrow? Keep exploring, keep learning, and hey, thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.